It should be criminal to put bold claims on the front of packages that the back, nutrition label, and ingredients list can't live up to. Thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Dustin and welcome to KetoSimple, where I share my personal journey of taking back my own health. I started at over 400 pounds. I've lost over 100 pounds. What's my goal? To make keto as simple, sustainable as possible so you can take control of your health too. Grocery stores are full of misleading claims. Products marketed as healthy, natural, keto-friendly, paleo, gluten-free, all of the buzzwords. Today, we're going to be talking about and exposing the realities of most of these claims, because if you just flip the package over on the back, you'll see that they don't match. Companies know that consumers like you and me, we're busy, we're rushed, we have a lot of things going on, and we can't always look at the front and check the back as well. We're in the grocery store, we're out of the grocery store, we're loading up the car, we're making dinner, we're doing all the things that need to happen to make sure our lives stay on track. And they play us for that. They play on that. They play on our inability to catch them on all their stuff. We know they use misleading words: keto-friendly, keto-certified. We see low fat, low sodium. We see all of these catchphrases. Are they really there to trick us, or are they really wanting us to be healthy? So today we're going to be breaking that down, how they do it, and how you can see through the lies, the deception, the games that they play. And we're not just going to be talking about keto items today. We're going to be talking about things all over the grocery store. One of the biggest things, one of the biggest money makers is olive oil, avocado oil. It's going to say something on the front of the package: 100% avocado oil, 100% whatever olive oil. I don't know the terminology. But then you turn it over on the back and you see that there's multiple sources, that it's cut with canola oil, it's cut with vegetable oil. So you can't go based on the label. You have to then take a look at the back again and dig in and see if you are getting what you think you're paying for. Whole grain, crackers, breads, basically the same thing, made with whole grains, and you look in the back and it's not. But what does being made with whole grains even mean? Do you know? Because I don't. This one is really one that hits home for me. No sugar added, zero sugar. All of these claims are all over packages that are keto, low carb, everything, really marketed to us. But if you take a little mosey on over to the coffee creamer section, you're going to see tons and tons of coffee creamers that say zero sugar. And then you flip it over on the back, and what do you see? Water is the primary ingredient, and then the second ingredient is high fructose corn syrup. How, on the front of the label, can it say zero sugar, and on the back, second ingredient be high fructose corn syrup? Labeling laws, that's how. If the serving size is a certain size, they can say zero on the front, even though it's not zero in the ingredients list. Sure, if you have 1 tablespoon of that coffee creamer, you're going to get about a half a gram of glucose or sugar or whatever they're using, but that's not zero, is it? But they can legally say it's zero. That's why we have to look at our labels and we have to be ever vigilant. There's probably also maltodextrin in there, vegetable oils, all these things that we don't want or shouldn't be in coffee creamer. It should be cream, maybe some allulose, so maybe make it yourself. That's the only true way we're really going to get them to listen. It's the same thing when you're looking at, no sugar added. And then you look at this healthy snack bar. And then you see, well, zero sugar is added, but they've put in dates. And it's still got 40 grams of carbohydrates per bar. So yeah, zero sugar added, or no sugar added, or whatever the case is, but they're still loaded down with sugars that come from somewhere else. Keto-friendly, keto-certified. Have you picked up a loaf of keto bread in the grocery store? First ingredient is going to be gluten, wheat. They're playing the They're playing the fiber game. 0 net carb per slice. But I bet you if you take a look at it, it's probably more total carbs than a slice of regular bread. Same things with the tortillas. I'm not telling you to stay away from these products. I'm just telling you so you can make the best choices for you. Natural, organic, low fat, heart healthy. These are all things on the front of labels that don't necessarily add up when you flip it around to the back. How is this legal? Again, as we touched on before, FDA loopholes allow vague terms like made with, natural, heart healthy. Keto certifications, they're not standardized. I know that there are 2 separate companies that offer a keto certified stamp, but I don't know which ones they are. I don't know who they work with to come up with a keto certification. I don't know what their rules and what their regulations are, what their oversight is. They may not have any, and I don't know. But it's marketing. Somebody just starting keto, low carb is going to see that and go, I knew this diet was for me. And then they may not find success and they'll give up and go back to what they were doing before. Is that the case always? No. But the potential's always there. We talked about serving size tricks. Who in their right mind is utilizing 1 tablespoon of something? Think about a small child. They're going to use more than a tablespoon of ketchup. They're going to go in their body weight in ketchup with their French fries or whatever, right? French onion dip. You're going to go with more than 2 tablespoons. You're probably going to eat half the container. So we do need some new regulations. We need more realistic serving sizes because they play with it just so we can get a 0 carb or a 1 carb or something that when you look at that package goes, oh, I can fit this. I can make that work. But then you don't realize you just had 25 servings at like 30 carbs total. You didn't even realize it because it's easy to do. We're human. That's just the way it is. I don't know how we're going to get the regulations in place. I think we have to demand that with our wallets. Let me know in the comments what you would do. Because if you're finding value in this video, please take a moment to like, share, subscribe. That's one of the best free ways to support us. If you want to go further, please head on over to KetoSimple.shop. Consider becoming a member. And let's keep talking about this. Grocery stores are designed to trick consumers into buying things they don't want, don't need by telling them things on the front of the package that doesn't line up with the back. Grocery stores are arranged in a way to keep you going around in circles trying to find what you're looking for. But we already know that the produce and the meat and the eggs and the dairy are all on the outside, and all the stuff we probably should avoid is in the middle. And they're always changing up the labels. They're putting new and they're putting new bold things on the face of it just so you will go, oh, new. I'm guilty of this too. Look at my channel. How many keto products did we test over the years? Over 100 maybe? How many of them were good? How many of those that we tested did we actually recommend to you? I'll put a playlist in the description below of all of our food taste testing so you can kind of go back and look. Some of the ones that we liked aren't around anymore. Some of the ones we didn't like aren't around anymore. Some of them have continued changing and modifying and aren't even what they used to be. Some of the keto products that we've tested are no longer have keto on the label. They say something different. They're always trying to repackage and market to the next person in line. So how do we protect ourselves and how do we truly push for change? Always read the ingredients list, not just the nutrition label. Educate yourself on the nutritions list. What things mean. Stop. Look it up if you don't know what it is. Because, show of hands, how many people know what propylene glycol is? I have no idea, and I make these videos. I can tell you what they tell me it is, but it sounds like plastic to me. It sounds like something that a Nerf ball is made from. Look for transparency. Brands that proudly proclaim things, but always look on the back to make sure they're telling the truth. If you have questions, if you are looking at the label and you have questions, things don't seem to add up, reach out to their social media teams. Send them an email. They have a phone number. Call them. It's a lot of work, but those questions might be answered. They may give you the runaround. They may not tell you anything. If you're asking what's in their natural flavors, they're not going to tell you because they're not legally allowed to. So keep that in mind. And I do have a whole video on what the possibility or what possible ingredients can be in natural flavors, check the description below. Support real food. Where you can, buy whole foods, meat, eggs, vegetables, single ingredient foods. But be mindful. Places like Walmart, you'll see the ground beef, the fresh ground beef, and the plastic and the little styrofoam trays. It doesn't say just beef in the ingredients, it says beef and natural flavors. What is that? Is it just beef broth? Who knows? Because they don't have to tell us. You know, eggs, cheese, all the normal things, all the whole food, single ingredient things that you can use to stay in life and become healthier. Try where you can to avoid the packaged foods. It's easier said than done because when you're first starting out, you need all the help you can get. Let me know in the comments below what kind of things you would like to see outlined in these videos. I'm here to explain and make videos that help you. Push for change. Use your wallet. That's going to be the biggest deciding factor on what companies do, what you're willing to pay for. Because at the end of the day, the food industry counts on you being too busy, too tired to flip the package over. But once you start looking at the back, you'll never unsee it. The more we expose these tactics, the harder it is for companies to continue doing them. Stay informed, stay skeptical. As always, keep it simple, keep it keto.